I wanted you to be able to see my shirt. Whew. This is an emotional day for me. An emotional day. Hello, hello, hello. As I rock blue. All right. Whew. Okay. Today is March 5th, 2023. And on March 5th, 2021, I went to get a colonoscopy, a routine colonoscopy, my very first one. And I don't want to make this video long and I don't want to cry because I've already been doing that. So March 2021, I went to get my colonoscopy. One of my good friends took me and she heard the news the same time I did. After I got my colonoscopy, they were asking where she was because she was there to drive me home. And if you don't know anything about colonoscopies, you have to be put to sleep, anesthesia. So they were looking for her. Long story short, he told me right then that I had colon cancer, or that was the diagnosis. I don't like to say I had it, even though I had it and it's gone. But I couldn't even say the word cancer. I was calm. I was asking questions, and that was just surreal. So it took me a minute to I got it right away, but it took me a minute because I went into work mode. Like, okay, well, what do I need to do? And he said, you have to get surgery to remove the cancerous part, and then they'll reattach your colon. So I said, okay. And he said, I have to do a biopsy and I have to send that in. But from what I can tell, that's what it looks like. He does colonoscopies all the time. I'm sure he knows what it looks like. So I trusted that part and I went into the mode to call the surgeon and went like this. So a week and a half later, I was in surgery, and I'll tell you about that on that day when it approaches this month. But yeah, and I think about it and I'm like, wow. So I just wanted to get on here to encourage everybody. And I'm just holding my hair, the blue, and it's just a reminder, my blue ribbon, that this is Colon Cancer Awareness Month. And I found out that I had colon cancer in the month of March. Had no clue that it was, hey, Renee. I had no clue that it was Colon Cancer Awareness Month when I was diagnosed with colon cancer. And how ironic, or was it? God's just very interesting that way. I thought it was Women's History Month, and now colon cancer is a part of my women's history. Isn't that something? In March. And 7 out of 10 people don't have symptoms with cancer in my body. Have no clue, because once I had my surgery and everything, they finally told me, because my mom was saying, well, what stage? I said, I don't care what stage, because I didn't want that to make me nervous and more fearful. So I didn't care and I didn't ask. And I didn't find out the stage until after I had my surgery and everything. And I was stage 2 carcinoma of the descending colon. So when I think about that, I think about like, wow, how long was I walking around, with cancer in my body? I had no clue. So had I not gone, because technically the year that they said, they changed the age to 45 now, this 3 months after I had my surgery, 2 months after I had my surgery. But the age back then was 50. Now they reduced it to 45. So I still had plenty of time to go. And if I had waited, you might not have seen me. I might not be alive, because it was already at 2. And I went then. And I don't know how long, when I say I don't know how long cancer was in my body, because think about this. I don't know. It wasn't 0. It wasn't -0. It wasn't 1. It was 2. So I don't know how long it had been festering in my body. I'm glad I will be scheduling my colonoscopy. I'll be glad, and I'll send you a gift for doing that. Let me know the date of your colonoscopy and inbox me your address, and I will send you something. Just because I'm glad that you're getting it done. Yeah, but when I say I had no idea, I don't. And then I look back at pictures and I look back at some of the videos I did, and I was like, "Ooh, I look sick. I wonder if I had cancer then, or I didn't look like myself, or my eyes were puffy, or I can see something." And I remember my mom saw one of my videos and she said, "Well, what's wrong?" And I said, "Nothing. I just was tired." And she's like, "You don't look right. Something doesn't look right." And I thought she was being hypercritical. I'm like, "What do you mean? I look fine." Because I could not see it. When I was doing it, I looked normal to me. And then I think back, I'm like, I wonder if I had cancer then. I had to have had it. When did it get there? I have no clue. And that's, colon cancer is like that. It is beatable. It is preventable by just getting your regular screenings, by going to your primary physician and having a conversation with he or her or she or him. Just trying to get your body and what's going on with your body under wraps. But when it comes to colon cancer, you could have it. And then the minute you start feeling something or something is not right, sometimes that's when it's too late. But if it's silent and you're not feeling anything, that's dangerous because you don't know what's going on with your body, like I didn't. But when you start feeling certain ways and you're starting to have gut issues or rectal issues, or something is not right, normally that's when it's progressed. So that's why it's so important to get your screenings and talk to your family about family history of cancers and polyps and different things, and understanding and knowing and having conversations with family members if they're still alive. It's important to know your family's history and also some of the things you're doing, because stress can bring on some things. The way you eat can bring on some things. Family history can bring on some things going on in your body that you are unaware of. So that's why it's so important to get your regular physicals. It's so important to do the tests, the mammograms for women and men, prostate exams for men, and getting your colon checked out. Like, check your colon. Check your, when you go to the bathroom, check your poop. Seriously, because there are different ways it's supposed to come, or different shapes, different um, textures. So when you go to the bathroom, don't be so quick to flush the toilet. Like, literally look back so you can see what's coming out of your body, because that could be a signal or a bell, alarm going. The color of your poop, exactly, because if it's black, you really got to pay attention and don't go to the bathroom in the dark. And I know sometimes in the middle of the night people go to the bathroom, but make sure you check it. And if it doesn't look like it's supposed to look, then you definitely want to check with your doctor. It doesn't mean that you have colon cancer, but you want to make sure something else could be going on. And then if you're taking vitamins or medication, that could change it. So don't be alarmed. But that's why, I want to have conversations like this so you understand and you're just aware. Because believe it or not, y'all, people are like, "Well, you're a Black woman. How did you get it?" Because that's like a white person's white male. People were saying that. Somebody actually said that to me. And then, like, "Well, what prompted you to go?" Or "What were your symptoms?" A lot of people ask those type of questions. And I was like, I didn't have symptoms. But I don't even know, and I stress this enough, I don't even know how long that I was walking around with it. And I go to the doctor on the regular basis. Like, I'm not one of those that waits. I go on the regular basis, the preventative doctor wellness visits and all of that. And I had the paper for the colonoscopy, and they were like, well, you have a year when you turn 50. And I was still 49. And I was like, okay. So I had a whole 50th calendar year. And some people don't even get it till 51, till 52. Think about it. Think about that. I was 49 about 3 months before my birthday, April, May, June. Yeah, because my birthday is in June. And I was like, God was like, go now. Don't wait until you're 50. And I'm so glad that I listened, because if I didn't, and I booked my appointment, I booked it early. But if I didn't, man, that's the tears. That's the emotions. It's like all kind of emotions, like thankful, grateful tears, tears of relief, tears of God's goodness and grace, tears of, and it's just a lot of things even still going on with my body. I had surgery. I got part of my colon removed. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot, but I'm still here. You know what I mean? And God saw fit that I'm still here and I'm still his child. And I'm still grateful and I'm still thankful. So, today is just a reflective day, and I'm just grateful. So I just want to implore everyone to go to the doctors on a regular basis, see if you need a colonoscopy. If you see something going on, don't wait and say, well, I'm not 45 yet. You may need, due to your family's history, you may need to go earlier than that. So definitely, start having the conversations. I know people don't like talking about this. I just put a statistic up saying that twice as many people born in the 1990s are getting diagnosis than the people born in the 1950s. It could be processed foods, the lifestyles, what they're putting in their mouths, what they're eating, all of that, what they're eating and putting in their mouths, like processed foods and the toxicities in the air could be different in the 50s, because the people born in the 1950s, their parents were cooking from scratch and all of that. Now, a lot of the parents, hot pockets and they used to call them TV dinners, but microwavable dinners and different things like that, fast food, that could have something to do with that. And that's scary because both of my daughters were born in the 1990s, right? And their mother had colon cancer. So they know, they're uber aware that they need to go get checked. And my life could save their life, because what if I didn't know? So they know already, they're in preparation that they have to get checked earlier than 45. We'll talk to their doctors to see if they have to do it in their 30s or 40s. We'll figure that out. But to have the open conversation and the dialogue, I was spared for a reason. And that's really to use my mouth to get the word out. If I have a platform, why would I not talk about this? Why will I not talk about how God saved my life and me getting the colonoscopy saved my life? And, I'm here still for a reason, for a purpose, to let you know, hey, use this and use my life and he saved me for a reason, right? So I want to encourage everybody to make sure you take care of your health. And even if you think you're taking care of your health, and even if you are taking care of your health, things do still happen. But that's why you have to stay in contact with your doctor, get a family physician. Even if you don't have insurance, there is Medicare, Medicaid. Even if you can't qualify for that, some states and cities have free clinics. Some do colonoscopies for free. Try to just look for resources and not just say, well, I don't have insurance, or I don't have a physician, definitely try to find one so you can live and live in a healthy way. That's it. That's all. I'm going to come back on the day that I had surgery and talk about that experience too from 2 years ago. And I want to continue moving this conversation forward. Thank you, everyone who tuned in live and who are tuning in on the replay. Remember, it's never too late to remix your life. And remember, you are a star. Don't allow anyone to dim your shine. Until next time, God bless. Peace. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. It's important that you do. I love that you're here. Stay a while by subscribing. God bless. Peace.